Hey, let's bring it in! Bring it in now! Go. Should we like right tap so that everybody can make bets after the flip? Yeah. Yeah. Slowly. Oh, we're out here. We're out here. Let's yeah, if you can do it in that. Oh, big, please. You call it?
Let's watch the thing falling off the back side.
Sure. Go, roll, let's go.
We want the top?
Yeah,
Yeah,
boy! Hey.
We want to start upwind. Because if we shoot any, if we shoot the thing, they'll choose upwind. Yeah, we can see they choose upwind.
Let's say dry.
Let's say dry.
Yeah, like basically hold on to the like this weather will probably disappear soon.
Someone might want to grab that thing and go for a walk. This thing is unplugged.
Everything undercover?
I don't know how it goes. How does it go?
I just kind of you just flip it over, just pull it over, pull it up, upwards. Hi everyone, I think we're live, but we have more weather coming through, so we're just quickly resetting the camera and trying to stop the tent from blowing away. But also if someone can actually physically grab hold of that pole, it would be good. So it's Jonathan Potts here, President of Australian Ultimate. We are about to start the men's gold medal match, the men's final for Australian University Games 2016. We've got some horrible weather coming through, which hopefully will only be 5 or 10 minutes, but it's created a little bit of chaos for us, as you can probably see by the camera angle and everything like that. But the teams haven't quite taken the field yet. Maybe I'm just going to help a little bit with that. So it's a busy time. Got finals happening all over the place. This game is University of Queensland versus University of Sydney, as you can probably see on the live stream, if everything's going well. These teams have met at some stage in the tournament, but I don't know what the score was. But I'm going to guess that Sydney Uni is probably undefeated. They're a pretty strong outfit. Okay. Sydney Uni got beaten by Monash. So, yeah, it's been a bit of an up-down week then, obviously. There's a few Australian men's team players, or a couple of Australian men's team players on the Sydney Uni team. I think UQ doesn't have quite the experience, but a bunch of club players, that's for sure. And maybe some under-24s. Hoping that the weather blows through soon. We can get into this. So, the teams that just need to lower it a bit. You've got to lower it, I think. I'm going to help. Right, we're getting there. Game hasn't started yet. Huddled up. It's definitely good weather for huddling. Good for team bonding.
You just hold this down for a second. I'll grab some bags and chuck on it.
Thanks. So,
Guys, do you mind if
can't quite call a line yet,
hold it down a bit?
but
Oh, potentially.
we'll get some commentary happening soon.
Is there any like heavy
First
bags
point's about to
that
start.
won't need? Oh, okay. Like on these flaps?
Yeah, I mean, we don't show most
Oh, no worries. Oh,
You guys
no,
doing
no,
all right?
don't.
Well done. Yes, we're experiencing quite maritime weather here in Perth today with squalls coming in off the Antarctic. Usually they only last like 5 or 10 minutes, but we got one coming through now, and we got another one, I reckon, coming in a few minutes' time. Could make for some interesting frisbee to start off this game. So it looks like Sydney Uni's pulling upwind to UQ. Not a very good pull. They need to get some pulling lessons from Lyra Meehan, I reckon. It's Fraser McDonald on the mark. Can't see. Oh, hammer to start. Rob Andrew just guides that one down. Rob Andrews. And not really clear who's going to pick this up, but Alex Latamatis is walking to pick it up. Oh, yeah. In the green hat, Alex Latamatis, one of the Australian men's players. He's come with all the gear. He's got himself a towel. I don't know if that's standard dingo issue or what, but he's ready for slippery disc. He's ready for slippery hands. He's ready for yucky weather. Lucas Neal trying to pop in. Maybe there's a bit of contact there. That slipped out of Alex Latamatis' hand, so maybe you need to wipe his hands before he threw that one. He got the towel, didn't use it. Fraser McDonald on the disc, like marking. I can call more of the Sydney Uni guys than I can. It's Mueller with the disc. That makes it easy. Number 12 for UQ. I'm actually a UQ graduate, so this is my university, so I should really cheer them on. Maybe I will. I'm impartial, I think. But I started playing at Queensland University in 1990. It was like a 4-team league at the University of Queensland that included like a bunch of students and a few people who weren't currently students. It was a good little community. It was good. It was a lot of fun back in the early days around UQ. And there's still a vibrant league happening out at UQ these days. Before all these people were born, I think. So, hammer to swing it across the field. Goes back to Latamatis. He looks to jack it, and he does. It's a big throw. It's falling a bit short. But Oscar, I don't know everyone's names. Oscar pulls that in, but then can't complete the next pass. Queensland picks it up. They're short of their end zone halfway line. That wasn't a great option. Wasn't ever really on. And Rob Andrews makes it easy. He's got a great throw. Oh! Fraser McDonald's gone with the wrong hand for that. And tried to go for a trailing edge snag, and I think he's been injured. Didn't look pretty, but he's okay now. Yeah. And the dingo is calling the violation. He's pulling out his rules seniority here, I think. So, anyway. There was confusion and miscommunication, I think. I think some Sydney players were happy to start going, but Latomatis wasn't. So he's pulled it back because he wants to be part of the defence. He doesn't want to watch defence. He wants to be in the defence. And so they got a bit of space, UQ. I think if they're going to huck it downwind, they need to at least have a receiver on the other end. Oh, it went to hand, but couldn't grab it. I reckon it's a tough assignment when you've got Rob Andrews down in the end zone cleaning up for Sydney Uni, but you know, looks like they've got a few big lads in UQ, so they can probably challenge you in the air. And that doesn't come in, so that's not great for Sydney Uni. And Mueller's going to... No. So they do have their names on their shirt, so I can call their last names at least. And this is Hickman picking it up, number 10. 5 metres short of the end zone line. They've got a lot of people on the weak side. You've got 4 handlers set. So if you've got 4 handlers, you might as well swing it across the field and use all those handlers. They bring it back. There's not a lot of space in the end zone. Latomatis intercept or blocks it mid-flight, and Lucas shows that he's not scared to send it too. So a few people have had a chance at just throwing it up into the wind. They probably know that eventually it is going to work. And Rob Andrews reads that, grabs it, runs it up, and he sends it. And that is a magnificent looking throw. If Oscar can get in there, which he will. Oh, Lucas gets it. And you got to say it's going to be a goal here with Latomatis outside the end zone, and it is. So Sydney Uni gets the first point on the board. That was an interesting point, like, what, 4 or 5 turnovers each? Neither team looking particularly pretty out there. But Sydney Uni, like, maybe at least 4 times, pretty much blindly hucked it upwind, trusting that they'd get receivers there under it and be able to pull it down. And eventually they did, and Rob Andrews, who is a magnificent puller, he hucked that from the end zone line to pretty much to the edge of the upwind end zone. That's much harder than if you're pulling to throw it from a standing start. And there was a pack of Sydney Uni players under it, and they were able to pull it down. At some stage, I'm going to try and get a co-commentator, but I want to get. I'm going to just try and get a co-commentator between points, maybe. So Sydney Uni's pulling downwind. Maybe after this next point, I'll try and find one.